Hey, it's Domain Dave again, cheapwinefinder.com. With another wine this week, we've got a $4.99 wine, or a cheapie, a real cheap wine finder cheap wine. We write up on the Cheap Wine Finder website.com three value price wines a week, and then we plug in the microphone, and well, that's where we're at right now. And this one is from Trader Joe's. It's the Motif Monterey Pinot Noir 2023. The Motif brand has been around for a while. They, in the past, they've been doing a Red Hills AVA Cabernet Sauvignon. Red Hills is a sub-AVA of Lake County. Lake County is due north of Napa. And it's been rocking a little $5 wine. Now, a Pinot Noir is a little bit different. The one thing about these wines, this one's from Monterey County. So it's, again, it's from sub-AVA of the Central Coast AVA. The labels on these things are great. The other, the Red Hills one has a blue kind of, I'm not sure what the name for these things are, but it's this really pretty design. This one's a brown design. Pinot Noir is one of the tougher grapes to grow. So that's when you see $4.99 for a Pinot Noir, you go, It needs a long growing season. It needs to be somewhere where it's going to have cool nights. It can get a little warm during the day, but as long as the night times get cold, where the grapes kind of go into hibernation for the night, and even better if you get fog in the morning, so the sun doesn't have a full day at them. Maybe not the sun doesn't burn the fog off till 11 o'clock noon, so you only get the afternoon of that heavy sun, which is even better. I mean, some grapes, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Zinfandel, they like the sun. Pinot Noir, you want it to be cool. You want a long, full growing season. So that's why when you see $4.99, you go, I don't know about that. Another thing, $4.99 wines, I always think a white wine would be a better wine because you don't expect a lot of value price white wines to have oak. I mean, Chardonnay sometimes do, but they sometimes don't. And then you get the Sauvignon Blancs, which only have oak. Not only have Bloke, but in Bordeaux, Bloke, not oak, not Bloke. And so a lot of the Rieslings, for value price wines, you don't. So you kind of get the full flavor. There's nothing missing. Because sometimes you don't have oak in a red wine, and you go, I'm kind of used to that oaky thing going on, and here you don't have it. Or there's no way they can't get oak barrels for a $4.99 wine. So how is it? I'm going to take a sip. And it isn't the greatest Pinot Noir I've ever tasted. Surprise, surprise. Even thinking that it should be, or even it's in that category, $4.99 is wrong. But this is a not too bad at all back porch wine. This is a not too bad at all party wine. It's $4.99. You can get 4 bottles for $20. You have people come over, you pour them a glass. It doesn't matter. It tastes like cherries for the most part. It's got spice, it's got black pepper, it's got maybe dried strawberry, which kind of changes that red flavor a little bit. Maybe some ripe plums, that sort of thing. So it's not necessarily, it's got a little bit of rough edge spice, which is fine for a Pinot Noir. So it's not like its flavor, it's not like it has difficulty tasting like something. It tastes like something, but it just doesn't taste like the more expensive Pinot Noir, and that's because it's not. But it is a decent little red wine. Pinot Noir is maybe my favorite outside of Champagne, which is kind of weird for a cheap wine finder to have like a couple of the more expensive wines to like, but that's just the way it goes. So it's always like, it's not really Pinot Noir, but that's just fine. It is Pinot Noir. It's just an expensive Pinot Noir. And it drinks way better than it needs to drink. It's got good fruit. It doesn't go overboard anywhere. It's not a fruit bomb. It's not an acid bomb. It is kind of well made for $4.99. I think it's actually made by some division of Bronco Wines, which is, I'm not positive, but from looking at the web, I see the name of the people who supposedly did some work on it from the back label. And back 10, 15 years ago, Bronco Wines looked like they made like half of Trader Joe's wines. It maybe not be that much, but Bronco Wines is everywhere. And over the years, Bronco's kind of pulled away from Trader Joe's. Two Buck Chuck is still there, but it's kind of rare to see them in the other Trader Joe's exclusive wines. They've gone in a different direction. But this is what that is, and Bronco Wines always, brought some value for the money. Was it always the greatest wines in the world? No, but were they always drinkable? Usually. And were they always the right price? Yes, they were. So here we go. It's the Motif Monterey Pinot Noir 2023. I'm going to take another sip before we go bye-bye. Yeah, not the greatest Pinot Noir in the world, but a pretty good representation of a $4.99 red wine on the lighter side. It's got some good flavors. It's, for the price, it's fine. I mean, if you see it, buy it. I mean, if you just know what you're using it for, this isn't one you'd pour for the steak or the meal. You could, but I wouldn't. But that's me, because I probably wouldn't anyway. So that's it for me, Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. I got a French rosé coming up in the next couple days. So adios, keep it cheap. We'll probably talk to you in April. So adios. Bye-bye.